I was falling. Sorry to start the video coughing. That was unexpected. Yeah, I was like falling asleep around 6:30. I don't know what time is it. 6:47 to around 6:30. I was like falling asleep. I don't know. And I thought I don't want to go to bed yet because it's still light outside, and I don't want to go to bed when it's light out. So I had some coffee, and I woke up now. So I got some bad news. Remember, I don't know if my YouTube channel, if you guys are informed of this. I know one of my neighbors is informed of this, but I was supposed to get a $318 food allowance today. The $318 was deposited. Went to the grocery store, and I had $100 plus the $318, so I had $418. And well, I got like $358 worth of groceries in my cart, and I went to go check out. I had everything bagged. I bagged it all myself because there was no bagger there at Food City today. At the register I was at anyways, and yeah, I was like ready to pay, and then he kept getting an error, so he called somebody over. They couldn't get it to work either, so they printed out a receipt of the order to scan on another register to try, so I could pay there. And it didn't work there, so they called a manager over. She tried to get it to work, it didn't work. So they printed out a receipt of the order and moved me to another register and tried on that register, and it wasn't working. And I was like, why isn't this working? So they said none of the food that I got qualified. So she said, you should probably call your insurance. So I got in the car with my mom. She's like, what's going on? What's going on? I'm like, yeah, the card's not working. She's like, did you call him? I'm like, I'm about to. And so I called him, and he looked up my account, said there's nothing on my account that shows that I have a grocery allowance. I have no grocery benefits whatsoever. The benefits that I have are only to be used for medical supplies, and only at select locations like Dollar General, and only select items, and Uber, which that's pretty cool that I can use Uber, with that. That's kind of cool, I guess. I mean, I'd much rather have, groceries, but so I had to abandon the $358 worth of food. I had to abandon it, and my mom was like, well, you got to get some food. Do you have any money? I was like, I've got $100. She's like, well, go in there and get some food. And so I got some sardines, some bread, some cereal, some milk, some paper towels, some toilet paper, and a kombucha. That's it. That's all I got. But I get paid again on the 3rd, so don't worry too much about me, It was disappointing, but I made sure to pray to God and tell him, God, I understand this is your arrangement, and I'm not disappointed in you. I'm just disappointed that this didn't work out. Like, I don't blame you. I understand that you have the best intentions, and I submit to your will. And that was basically the gist of what I said to him. And, I just wanted to submit to his arrangements. And so, it is what it is. Can't change it. Can't do anything about it. And sure enough, I logged back into my account to check, and it said medical and transportation funds is what the 318 was for. And the guy on the phone said, it's odd that they're giving you that much just for medical supplies and transportation. Like, that's an awfully large amount for just those things, Like, It's very odd, and I think it's odd too, but I was informed I'd be getting a grocery allowance. That information was false. So this is how things are now, and yeah, it sucks, but whatever. Just gotta submit to God's arrangements. Just gotta accept His blessings and His curses, and I might be able to go to a food bank tomorrow. So when one door closes, another door opens. Sometimes, and I might not be able to go to the food bank tomorrow because that the church that does the food distribution, they might not be doing it tomorrow, according to my neighbor. So yeah, I don't know, but it's fine. It'll all work out because if nothing else, sorry, I got a piece of dead skin in my mouth that I just bit off my lip. If nothing else, I'll get my second check on the third, and I'll be able to get more groceries with those funds that will be made available, and I'm hoping that I'll get that check. I mean, I usually do. I have for years. I don't see why I wouldn't, but I'm assuming I will probably get it. I mean, I've just, after facing the disappointment of today, I'm not so sure about anything anymore, because I was sure about that 318 food allowance. I was sure about it. And so now I'm not sure what I can be sure about anymore. Like, I know I can be sure about God's existence. I know I can be sure that God has the best intentions. I know I can be sure that God holds sovereignty over everything. I know I can be sure that God makes arrangements for mankind based on the needs of each individual. I can be sure of all of that. I just can't be sure, I can't be sure of, my income, my finances. My finances are kind of, I don't know. We'll see. All right. That's it. May God's will be done in all of your lives. God bless and goodbye.